Hello. Now, this has been a very, very long and tedious, well, few weeks, okay? But tonight was long. Sorry I haven't really done any videos recently. I always meant to, but there's always a lot of work that I have to do. I have a day job, so... But some news. I hope my amp is gonna be on its way soon. The Twisted Sounds 3.5K. And yeah, I want to do a shout out to Travis Young. He's a cool guy. And of course Steve from Twisted. He's pretty cool too. And Rob. They're all cool. Yes, it is now 11:30 p.m. in Iceland, and it's fairly bright still. The sun is set, but it's still really bright. And it's almost 1st of June in about half an hour, or just so. But it's very, very cold. I'm shaking. But now, a little bit of an update on the build. I got my SMS AGM 80, the North Stars, the small, slim North Stars, the very little powerhouses, but I'm very happy with the way they fit in my rear panels. Wish I could turn on the light on the phone camera, but I seem to be missing the setting. But they fit inside here, and that's where they're gonna stay. I'm not sure I can get this one out. It was a hassle getting it in because it's such a narrow gate for it to slot in there. And I also had to put like a little cushion on the bottom. I made it out of an old rubber mat because I don't want it to hold any moisture. If there is going to be any moisture, I hope not. And there's a drain plug on the bottom of it that drains any drips or any moisture that leaks down. So I didn't want to completely cover that. So I rolled up a little strip of the rubber floor mat that I had laying around, just some old crap supposed to be thrown away, but you gotta use what you gotta have, or well, you gotta use what you have, and this is what I had. So, and I didn't really want to try to make a bracket for it because it's such a narrow slot. It's not gonna go anywhere. It's not moving at all, almost. Well, just a little wiggle, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. Yeah, CarDays in Iceland is just about 2 weeks from now. And I got a whole lot to do before. I gotta do the amp rack where the seat was, where the seat cushion was. And I gotta wire up the new RCAs to my equalizer. Gotta wire up the batteries, of course, to the distribution block and the grounds. And I've gotta put another lead of 0 gauge from the front battery. I have to finally finish the big 3 because I never had a frame ground from my front battery. I only had the big 2. No, well, I'm joking. Didn't have really big 2. It's just 0 gauge from the alt to the battery, and the 0 gauge from the negative post of the battery to the block. Or well, actually, it's the transmission. But yes, that's what I have to do before CarDays. And I want to paint my box, the big box for the 18-inch, the HTC4. I want to paint that. I'm not gonna tell you what color because it's gonna be fun. And I also have been working on my door panels. Oh, okay. The box for the North Stars. Yeah, I've been working on my door panels a little bit. Finally got a little fleece stretched over it, and I got resin. It's in the yellow bucket over there, and yeah, I hope I'm gonna be able to put resin over there, a few coats, and sand it down just a little bit. Put the speakers that I have, well, some random 8-inch mids and Audiobahn murdered out 6x5s. No, yeah, 6.5s, yeah. And I also got, I received the tweeters that are gonna be I'm gonna be putting in the A-pillar, but that's gonna take a little bit of work, and I don't have time for that before CarDays in Akureyri, Iceland. It's the weekend before Slamology, actually. So maybe, hopefully, if Slamology lands on the same weekend next year, I'm gonna hope to do both. That would be pretty cool. Well, next year or the year after that, or when I'm rich. Because I'm actually almost really broke from doing all this. All in the same month, almost. Getting batteries, because shipping is hell. It's very expensive, and in Iceland you have to pay taxes, the VAT. You have to pay VAT for shipping as well. So it's very expensive to order anything from the US. I have to save up for months just to get the opportunity to buy my 3.5K, and it's one of two. So I'm hopefully gonna get the other one this fall, and also gonna be doing a recone for both of my HTC 4s in the fall. And I decided that I should keep the box until this fall, and I'm not gonna start the wall build until the start of this fall, because I hope that I really hope that I get a chance to get the car into the garage, and yeah, that's what I hope. Maybe September, if Dad ever finishes the tractor, which I'm hoping that he will this summer. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing, for this temp build, I'm gonna be doing just this simple MDF, just a shelf, really, for the amp, and a 4-channel on here for the front speakers in the door. And yeah, the box is gonna be here. It's fairly big. I don't know if I'm gonna raise it up a little bit, make a false floor here and raise it up a little bit so I can maybe turn it around. That would be cool, because I want to have the port on the driver's side, not all the way to the back. It's not loading as well, in my opinion. Well, I tried it with the box crooked, because the suspension posts excuse me the struts here, or the shock actually goes up through here. So man, I'm cold. So if I'm, yeah, well, I tried keeping the box to the side and having the port to the driver's side, but it was crooked. So I don't know if it's really gonna make any difference, but I hope it will. At least I might do that, make the false floor and everything, to be able to turn it around if I want to do some testing. And you know, you're always learning. That's fun. Yeah. So this is it. This is what I did tonight on this Saturday, because at CarDays I'm also going to be hosting the first annual ISPLL competition in Iceland, and that is an annual SPL competition that is now getting the ISPLL rules, because in the past couple of years, or past few years, there hasn't been any real rules. Well, not really, or even a good meter at all. Just an old mic that served its purpose like a few years ago, and it was probably a great mic and SPL metering system back in the day, but now I got the SPL lab, and I decided that it was time to get serious with these competitions. And yeah, so I'm hosting that event. Well, the car club of Akureyri has been hosting CarDays in Iceland for I think it's 30 years or something. Because the 17th of June is Iceland's Independence Day. So 30 years ago, or 35 or something, many years ago, the car club of the car owners club and the car club, or car enthusiast club, I think it's called, in Akureyri, decided to host a car show on that day, just to have some more activities and fun. And it evolved into a full-on, festival for a whole week. Yeah, so there's a drag race, there are burnout competitions, there are auto acts, there's drifting, there's a whole lot of competitions, and the show on the 17th, and then there's gonna be the SPL competition, and I hope everything's gonna go great. I hope that there's at least gonna be a few competitors, and even I hope to even see a few serious ones, like with really good systems and well thought of systems, because I think most people, when they start out, they have just what we would call bad systems, or mediocre systems, or just beginners systems, and that's fun and all, and they have the right to compete, of course. I mean, it's about having fun, but it's always a lot more fun to have a very, very serious build and a serious competition. So I hope that's gonna happen. Yeah. Oh yeah, I want to do a shout out to a Matt Lamb, who makes awesome stickers and decals, and he's a cool dude too. Really nice to talk to. And of course, Matthew Karlovic of ISPLL. He's been a great help to start the ISPLL competition in Iceland. He's been a really, really nice help for me, at least. And I know he's a really cool dude. He's a great dude. But this is enough for now. It's getting very cold. I think maybe it's gonna be freezing tonight, and I hope not, because usually when it's this close to June, or when it's June, it's not this cold. But this year it's just gonna be one of these years, one of these summers, when the summer maybe coming up for a weekend or so. So a summer lasting for a weekend, that would be great. A month, that'd be better. 2 or 3 months, that'd be the ideal duration for summer in Iceland. 3 months, that's great. I think that's it. I'm gonna go inside and grab something to eat. See y'all.